Holy crap, I'm actually doing this. Oh, hi there, it's me, Rayty, the person that spent 40 minutes talking about songs dedicated to a video game child murderer zombie in a rabbit suit. Today we're ranking Kinitopet songs because yes, before we get into it, I wanna quickly state that I'm not a music expert, I just really like nerdcore music and everything in this video is just my opinion. Now that I've made my quickest intro yet to satisfy your ever-shortening attention span, let's get into it. Think Again by Go Music. Look, I'll be honest, the person who made the song is probably very early in their music journey, so it's bad. There isn't any harmony, melody, or whatever. The singing is basically completely disconnected from the audio, and overall it sounds like the person singing is drunk. I don't think I need to say anything else here. Let's Be Friends by Logan Petipas. Petipas? Whatever. Okay, I really like the creepy lullaby vibe of this one. It kind of reminds me of CG5's Ruin song. I also really like the chorus with the fast, scared vocals and slow, creepy vocals. Kinda reminds me of CG5's Amanda the Adventurer song. If you think I put the song this slow just because it is very clearly heavily, and I mean heavily, inspired by CG5's music, you're wrong. It's completely normal and even important, I'd say, to take elements from people you look up to in your art, especially when you're still new to it. That said, this song has some actual problems, like the fact that in the second verse the volume just suddenly decides to become twice as loud as in the rest of the song. What the heck is up with that? Also, that part just doesn't fit in with any of the song. Why did you put it here? Also there are lines like, "I'm finding this scary," which, don't get me wrong, I'd love to hear in a cheesy, goofy-ass song, but this one is clearly not trying to be that, and there are far too many lines like this one in it. I'm also not a big fan of the Kinito voice effect in this one, and because of that voice effect, the bridge with only Kinito singing just doesn't sound good. I'm sorry. Despite everything I've said up to this point, the song isn't bad or unenjoyable, but it feels kinda generic. It almost feels like every other horror game fan song with the protagonist going, "Oh no, I am so scared, please just help me." Stay With Me by Ty McGrath. Ty McGrath. Yeah, I think that's how you pronounce that. This one could be fun because of the beat and playful instruments. It's also one of the few songs on the list where not only is Kinito singing but also the player, which is cool. But like, did they really need to make Kinito sound like a fly? The robotic effect that they put on Kinito's voice is really annoying to listen to. And even the player vocals have like a similar effect, which is a problem for me, honestly, but I think it's like that in all of their music. Also, it's kind of a little too monotone. It feels like there's no progression in the song. Editor here. This is the part where Rayty was about to talk about the vibe of the song, but honestly, since then we've realized that the robotic effect on the vocals is pretty much the only thing we don't like about the song, and while it is a little too harsh on the creator, because the song has potential to be very fun, and without that voice effect we would have probably put it way higher, but it's just too much of a key factor for us, so it's gonna remain here. I am sorry if the creator is watching this. You did well, the song is fun. It's All Over by Ninter. This is the song about Kinito's thoughts when he's in the process of being deleted. Though you probably wouldn't know that because it's in Russian. It's fairly simple but also quite enjoyable. The person singing has a pretty nice voice. I really like the instruments here too. They sound really bouncy, if that makes sense. And they are probably my favorite thing about this song. Yeah, I really can't say much more. Nice song, but nothing special. Props for not just recapping the game like literally 90% of other Kinitopet songs do though. Not Your Pet by Rocket Music. This song has to be a joke, right? It starts off as a sad song and then like becomes very intentionally edgy. Also, just to be clear, I am physically incapable of enjoying rap that doesn't sound special. And by special I mean something like The Stupendium, JT Music, Dan Bull. So that part of the song kinda sucks for me. I was also never a big fan of rocket music vocals, so when LSE, Longest Solo Ever, starts singing, the song kinda starts sounding epic and gets actually cool closer to the end with the instruments going brrr. Yeah, the electro instruments are actually really cool here, not gonna lie. Also, the internet history joke where Kinito says that we're just as sick as him and that he saw our search history is actually funny. Now, I can appreciate a purposefully cheesy song. After all, we are talking about songs dedicated to a cute desktop assistant axolotl that wants to trap you in a frick! After all, we are talking about songs dedicated to a cute desktop assistant axolotl that wants to trap you in a digital world After all, we are talking about songs dedicated to a cute desktop assistant axolotl that wants to trap you in a digital. Why do I have so much trouble saying the word digital? World just to be best buddies. Good job, Rocket, and Longest Solo Ever. I enjoyed this song. To Be My Friend by Coffee Lemon. Now, technically this song has way less going on than the previous few on the list, but I genuinely like it way more. It sounds more unique than Let's Be Friends, that's for sure. It's also a metal song, which is very cool. I really like that "Don't you know that life's a game and you are just a plaything" part. Yeah, that's all I can say about that part. It's just cool and creepy. I do have some criticism to the song. First, the switches between the verses, chorus, and creepy part are about as smooth as Raid Shadow Legends ad transitions, which ruins the vibe a little. I also think the song doesn't quite pop, probably has something to do with how the audio is mixed or something. I'm not a music artist, I don't know. It's still great, I just think it could be one of the best ones on the list with just some audio changes.
How about a nice game of chess?
Kinito Wants to Play by Coffee Lemon. Wow, another one by Coffee Lemon. Alright, so this... Wait. Did you just disguise a chess song, of all things, as a Kinitopet song? What? Why? It is pretty cool though, but I'm not gonna be ranking it. Sorry. Friend by Fishy Mom is a very cute song. It's more enjoyable than some others on the list because it has a very smooth flow to it. The switches between the creepy and friendly parts don't feel unnatural, which many songs on the list don't really achieve, like the one we just covered, To Be My Friend. It's really neat. So neat in fact that I genuinely don't have anything bad to say about it, but not too much else besides what I've already said. Now, when I started thinking about why this song isn't high on the list if it's not so flawed, I realized that it's simply too simple. I wish the build-up to the last chorus was more worth it. They could have added more synth or something, some things that would up the intensity of the parts where Kinito isn't being friendly. That's pretty much the only thing I could think of to improve the song. Other than that, it's really nice. I really enjoy listening to it. Goes For You by Eddie Wu. Simple, but effective. Very chill song, nice beat, and Kinito himself is way more chill here too. This feels like Kinito after the ending because he's mostly just sad that you left him. And I gotta say, the lyric, "I was just some game for you, never was your player too," is so good. It really summarizes the dynamic that you, the player, have with Kinito and what he wanted from you in a simple way. That's impressive. I do need to say I actually enjoy listening to the previous two songs more, but I feel like this one is way better at capturing the game's vibe, which is why it's above those. Stay Together by Tryhard Ninja. First off, I love how chill this one is. The chorus especially is a vibe. I think it's mostly because of the speed of the song and the instrumental. I think the fact that this song manages to keep this tone while simultaneously doing all the glitchy, creepy things is what sets it apart from most others on the list. There aren't scary and friendly parts in the song, it's all combined into a solid song. Now, that's obviously not necessary for a good Kinitopet song, because I'm pretty sure it's not like that on purpose in, for example, Friend Analysis, which is also on the list but a little higher, and there it is used for contrast and stuff. But it does make the listening experience in this one from Tryhard Ninja nicer. Overall, it's a really neat and enjoyable song. It even got stuck in my head a few times and didn't get annoying.
Hello, I'm your new best friend.
New Best Friend by Cryfuse. This song has a lot of things I like about it, but they're kinda all spread randomly across it. It's like there are 3 different songs in this one. I do really like the fact that the song starts and ends in a similar way, but with Kinito having different attitudes. It kinda connects everything else. That said, I know other songs that have a more disconnected structure, but the thing with this one is that it's really slow, which makes the switches feel kinda unnatural for me. The song also creates this majestic vibe in the chorus with the slow pace and drums, which I'm not sure fits Kinito specifically, but I think it's one of the reasons I enjoy the song as much as I do. So as I said, I do enjoy listening to the song quite a bit, and it even got stuck in my head multiple times, but I also know that this song reuses the exact beat and instruments from 2 other Cryfuse songs, which I originally wrote about way more, but it's really not that big of a problem, and not even a problem at all. It's more of a thing that bothers me as a constant listener. Point is, I have mixed feelings about this song. Kinda like with many other songs of Cryfuse actually. It kinda feels not amazing, but I still keep coming back to it. This is literally the only song on the list for which I rewrote the script from scratch because it didn't satisfy me. Conclusion? I may not quite understand why, but this song is one of my favorites from the list and I shouldn't be trying to find reasons to not like it. Perfect Friend by Collie May. Wow, this song is heavy. I love it. I got strong Nate Wants to Battle vibes from this one. And I love how it switches between normal robotic and screaming vocals. Speaking of which, the vocals are great, but I do have a criticism regarding them. I feel like in many parts of the song they feel a little too separate from the instruments, and also the screamo parts feel a little different from the normal singing parts, like they're mixed differently or something. Again, I am not a musician. I don't know how this works. I just felt like the screaming parts felt kinda separate. Still, the vocals are absolutely the best part of the song. Way too fun. I also really like the lyric, "You gave me permission, there's nowhere to run, so give yourself to me, the damage is done." It's delivery. It's so good. Now, as I said, the song is very heavy, and that, combined with the vocals, makes it so fun to listen to. I am baffled by the fact that this song has only 3,000 views. Seriously, go give it some love. I can't say the song's better at capturing the game's vibe than the previous ones, but come on, it's very fun and there's not too many metal fan songs. Again, it's really underrated. Please listen to it. Friend Analysis by Griffinilla. Well, look who's back from their hiatus. Hiatus? Is that how you say that? I really didn't expect them to release another song so soon, considering the FNAF movie one was the first one in years. I'm not complaining though, this song is a bop. By the way, it took me multiple listens to realize Cryfuse is also on this. As far as I understand, he is singing the fast switch it up part, which by the way, it's really cool how it's said with the actual game Kinito voice. That said, I'm not a big fan of this song part, which is what I'd say if I didn't hear the lyrics, sorry I can be controlling, I was born and raised on the World Wide Web. That's clever. Now, for the audio quality, it's as expected from Griffinilla, really good and clean. I especially love how the glitchy "how many thoughts have you had" sounds. The reason this song is so high on this list is just because it's that fun to listen to. The beat, the vocals, the instruments, especially the instruments. The only part of the song that doesn't really pop is, again, the fast part in the end for me. Anyway, look at him go! He's doing the distraction dance. 11 out of 10 song and music video. Kinito by Liniax. This one by far has the weirdest vocals in any of the songs in this list, apart from the Fly Kinito in Ty's song, because they aren't human, but they also don't exactly sound like Kinito. They're more of like a mix of Kinito's voice and like some Vocaloid, but hey, it works for this song. This one doesn't really have much going on until over a minute and a half into it, which is where the creepy chorus starts. And it's way faster and so much more intense than the beginning, and very chaotic. I love this part and the contrast between it and the beginning of the song. I do wish it started just a little bit sooner because, to be honest, the calm part of the song is a little too stale. That said, the build-up is absolutely worth it. I especially like the second chorus where Kinito's desperately trying to get you to stay and is showing off everything you like according to your answers, going, for example. Genuinely, because of the chorus, this song is extremely fun to listen to, and the contrast in parts of the song absolutely makes one of the coolest on the list. Like, if that part wasn't there, it would probably be close to the bottom of the list, but because of the chorus, this song is one of my favorites here.
Who is your best friend in the world, and is the end to me?
Best Friends by Oreo. I mean, Oreo doesn't miss, so it's no surprise that this song perfectly captures Kinito's character in that he genuinely wants to be your friend, he tries to do things for you, and wants you to have fun along with him. It's how he wants to be friends with you that doesn't exactly seem friendly, and him not giving you a choice. One lyric in particular that is extremely clever is, "Answer correctly, answer me, please." Now, I originally interpreted it as him wanting you to choose him as the answer to the question, who's your best friend? But apparently that's the secret meaning, which I'm not even sure is intended, but it sure sounds clever. You could think he's simply asking you to answer the question, answer me, please. When in reality, he wants you to put his name in the answer, answer Kinito, please. I also like how he's sorry for his actions because he finally realizes he wasn't exactly being the best friend to you. The song being fully in Kinito's voice only makes it even more authentic, and it's genuinely impressive how good it sounds with that in mind. It's literally a robotic monotone voice in the game. That, by the way, makes the chorus way more creepy than it should be, which is nice. This is also the third song on the list that manages to not have a blocky structure and doesn't rely on drastic changes in the instrumental and song speed to add the scary parts. Now, with all that mentioned, you'd think that I would put this song on the first place, but I won't, because I simply just don't enjoy listening to it as much as many other songs on the list. Yes, Oreo did make it sound good with Kinito's vocals, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't enjoy listening to some other songs on the list more, which is exactly why this song gets a nice 4th place.
We read some books and delve into your personal hell.
Digital Hell by Sneaky Axolotl. Huh, that's a sneaky way of telling us you're the real Kinito disguised as a music creator. You are really good at it though. Listen to how much of a bop this song is. The beat is just so fun. Also, as a saxophone player, I must say this is some advanced saxophone vibing here. Oh wow, the song's creepy part is actually really good and actually like creepy and not just ooh, I'ma get you creepy. I think I've lost the meaning of the word creepy at this point. So yeah, I really love this song and it's so fun to listen to and captures how Kinitopet switches between silly friend and just Monica vibes. Also, I must say, you can really tell when listening to a song that the creator enjoyed making it. And this song is like that. It's a vibe, saxophone out of 10 song, love it. Everlasting Fun by Longest Solo Ever. This song does many of the things I've already mentioned other songs do, switching between metal and non-metal, using the actual Kinito voice, but it's the only one that switches between actual vocals and Kinito's voice, and does that very effectively. I absolutely love the first switch from the metal chorus to happy sounding music with Kinito threatening your friends. It kinda has a comedic vibe to it, and considering the music video, I love that. Now, another reason why using different vocals is great here is that they harmonize in the bridge. That is way too cool. Not to mention, Longest Solo Ever's vocal performance is great. This song has also been very successful at getting stuck in my head and getting me to sing it to myself at random times. And let me tell you, how fun a song is to sing is a very important factor for me. So again, this song has comedic undertones along with the music video, it's a metal song, the vocals are amazing, the lyrics convey the story, what else do you need? The music video also has the goofiest Kinito dancing animation ever, which almost made me put the song in the first place, but as of now it remains second. I love this song, but I love the song in the first place even more. Friends Forever by Ninter. This song is so fun. Unfortunately, most of you will not understand any of it because it's in Russian. I'm sorry for putting a song that most of you will not be able to fully enjoy on the first place, but it's just so cool. Even if you don't know Russian, it sounds awesome. This song is great at mixing metal and electronic parts. It almost feels inspired by Everlasting Fun. Somehow though, I think this one does it even better. The song flows way smoother and the metal parts don't seem out of place in the slightest. I think part of that is because sometimes the electronic instrumentals get combined with the metal ones, which makes transitions between the respective parts even smoother. That said, my favorite part about the song is absolutely the vocals. There are vibrant normal vocals, the person singing which brings so much energy to the song. There are screaming vocals which sound extremely epic. I especially love the part where Kinito goes, "I'm not a virus." There are also more robotic sounding vocals which are used in the final part of the song and make that part very majestic, and combined with the music video, the song's ending becomes so epic. There are even backing female vocals which add an extra layer to the chorus. This song manages to combine so many cool elements while also being extremely catchy and a bop to listen to. Speaking of catchy, the chorus is seriously unreasonably catchy. I could not stop singing it to myself constantly after listening to the song. Now, the story is also conveyed pretty well, but if we're being honest, it kinda is in many of the songs on the list, which is the reason I've not talked about the lyrics as much as in my previous song ranking. Anyway, with this song you're just gonna have to trust me when I say there are fun rhymes. So, as I said, this song having so many cool elements makes it by far the most fun to listen to and sing along to, and makes it my favorite Kinitopet song. And we're done! My first video in like half a year. Anyway, this was an extremely fun video to make, and I am so glad to finally upload something in such a long time. Thank you to every music artist whose song I talked about in the video, and I hope no one watching will take this too close to heart because all this is just my opinion. You're absolutely allowed to disagree with me in the comments, and I'd even like to know what Kinitopet songs are your favorites. Thank you specifically if you've made it to this part of the video, and if you really enjoyed it, you could subscribe, or maybe even join my Discord server. It's pretty chill, and I even do streams there sometimes. It also has a channel for fanarts, wink wink. I'm probably gonna continue making song rankings of different things because they're very fun and people seem to like the previous one. I could do Indigo Park, Doki Doki, maybe even some other FNAF character, though obviously that's not the only videos I'm gonna do. Also, if you enjoyed this one and are a FNAF fan, watch the Afton Songs ranking, to which I'm working on a follow-up vid with 30 more songs. Bye.